Hello Anderson County, this is Brett Sanders, Vice Chairman, Anderson County Council, recapping August the 16th council meeting. Fairly quick meeting tonight. We had a couple third readings. We had one deal on the recodification of our book of ordinances, and I know that we've discussed that in the past, but it was like 22 years old, and it's going to bring it up to December of 2020. So any new ordinances, things that have been changed will drop off or be some new classifications, and that'll be through December 2022 again, like I said, and there'll be some updates as we move along. We also had projects for the industrial park. Anderson County had 6 and Greenville County had 4 projects, and that's just to allow companies, manufacturers to take advantage of any state or federal or local incentives, and again, that's a reciprocal relationship with Greenville County. Greenville sent their thanks, and we'll get 1% of the tax revenue generated on their projects from the Greenville side, and likewise they'll get 1% of anything that Anderson County puts into Greenville Park. We also had a zoning change on third reading to do change a parcel off of Highway 76 near Arthrex, or actually I think the property adjoins Arthrex, and I think they're going to be doing, I think it can be announced now, but they're talking about doing some multifamily housing there, and it went under ISI, so they'll probably, well, there'll have to be some type of commercial there as well. We also had a third reading on the speed hump ordinance. Basically, that was just to bring Anderson County's ordinance to actually match or be the exact same as the state, so you don't have any differing views on terminology. So that one passed third reading. Second reading, we had the Project Triangle, which is a significant project that will be hopefully announced to the public very, very soon. It was a $200 million investment and was going to create 350 new jobs at I think an average salary of $30+ per hour. And currently it's a current company here now with paying $51 million a year in taxes, or annual payroll, $51 million in annual payroll. With the additional jobs of 350, they'll have an annual payroll of over $2 million per year. So that'll be good for the overall economic impact, especially in the community. People spending money and got the opportunity, especially those from here, and the big thing for me is opportunity to stay at home and form a career and build a family, and not having to step outside of the county or the state. So now I think our Economic Development Department has done a phenomenal job. I mean, now that when I got out of school, there wasn't many opportunities. You either moved out of state or you started your own business. But now things have changed, and I think the county is growing in a proper direction. And we have a diverse economic community around here. You know, we used to be all textiles, but now we have a big diversity, and there are plenty of careers and opportunities for high school graduates, college graduates. So I'm happy to see that families have an opportunity not only to grow up here, but to continue to work and raise their families here. It was Project Limestone was another project, $80 million that was expanding. We actually had Project Limestone in the past and done a agreement with. Now here they are growing again, and it's going to be by 2026 when they get the addition on, be an additional $300,000 per year in taxes. Don't have the exact amount of jobs just yet, but that's a good project. Again, it just shows that our Anderson County's community and the county and the state itself, and especially Anderson County, that the people that are here, the businesses and manufacturers that are here are growing and thriving and actually expanding here. So that is always good to see a project that that economic development's worked on, the county's brought in here, and then see them in just a short period of time expanding by millions and millions of square feet and hundreds of jobs. So it's exciting to be an Andersonian right now. We also had a project that I think in Councilman Glenn Davis's district, who's been working with economic development to try to get development and businesses in his district, and it is a manufacturing steel company that makes steel and I guess accessories that go in the manufacturing of steel buildings and the erection of them, and it's going to be 60 jobs at $25+ per hour, and it's going to have an economic impact of $111 million over the next 30 years. So that's good to see things in districts that in the past have not really been neglected, but are starting to come on the radar more and more, and you're starting to see manufacturers and developers and industries taking note of that. So that's an exciting thing for Councilman Glenn Davis. Also, we had 4 vehicles, Honey Path, Belton, that were sent a request in, and they were actually I think most of them, I think the average miles was probably right at 200,000 miles, and they were ex-police Tahoes or police Crown Victorias. I know that I like to see them being revitalized and used in other areas, and I'm glad that Anderson County had the ability to help them as well. And then we had ACTC, Anderson County Transportation Committee, had sent out some requests on paving. I think Pickens Construction, a local company here, I'm glad to see local companies get into bid. It was an additional $888,750 of pavement that's going to be happening in different districts. So that's always a good thing to hear. We had, basically, like I said tonight, we had a very impactful council meeting. It was shorter than it's normally been, but as you can see, you were here, the millions and millions of dollars of investments that's coming into Anderson County, the millions of dollars of expansion of companies that's already here, and the jobs and the salaries being created. It's a great time here. Another thing was the Dixie Youth World Series. Brought in people from 9 different states, and was a huge impact on restaurants, hotels. And we also had the Bassmaster High School World Series, and again, we also had the Bassmasters High School Championship, fishing championship, and it's I think Chairman Dunn said in the council meeting, I've had more people ask me about or comment to me about that than the actual Bassmaster. I guess it's because of the different communities and things that are involved, and local fishermen here, and would like to congratulate the team from Wisconsin that came down here and took it home, I think, in the final little bit of time, in the final hours. And thank you very much. Appreciate everything. Appreciate you watching. Get out, get involved in local politics, come by and sit through a council meeting with us. Thank you.